Organised crime is nothing new. In fact, we would have to go back to the 1920s in the US when records of organised crime were first filed. Since then, the term organised crime has evolved beyond recognition, to the point that there is so many definitions, which all conclude on the same. It is a very serious crime, which not even the COVID-19 pandemic could even stop from having an impact while most of us were locked up in our houses. In today's video, we will be taking a look at what is organised crime, the different types of crime carried out by organised crime groups, and the impact it has on our society and environment. Hello, and welcome to another KYC Lookup video where we bring you AML related content to help you enhance your knowledge in the fight against money laundering. Before diving into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh, and don't forget to leave us a comment with any suggested topics you would like us to cover in the future. We also have a special announcement to make, so be sure to watch until the end to find out what it is. So, on to today's video. What is organised crime? Organised crime is defined as a planned and coordinated criminal behaviour and conduct by people working together on a continual basis. Their motivation is often, but not always, financial gain. Organised crime around the world recognises neither national borders nor national interests, represents a serious threat to any national security, costing billions of dollars each year, and it has an erosive impact on our communities and society. The prosecution of organised crime members and the subsequent confiscation of assets removes the profits of organised crime and professional fraudsters, thereby disrupting their criminal activities. Some of the activities organised crime groups are involved in are drug trafficking, firearms trafficking, human trafficking and modern slavery, organised immigration crime, money laundering, child exploitation, cybercrime, and counterfeit currency. Now let's look at each one in more detail. Drug trafficking. Over half of the organised crime groups operating around the world are involved in drug-related crime. Although illegal drug use is falling around the world, the illegal drug market is still an active business for most organised crime groups, as it's worth around $3 to $4 trillion each year. And as per the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime 2022 report, over 238 million around the world, aged between 15 and 64, used drugs during 2020. Like other crime types, illegal drug supply is moving from the street to online, to websites intended to evade law enforcement action and subsequent criminal prosecution. Firearms trafficking. Firearms are often used to enforce the will of an organised crime group by creating a culture of fear and intimidation in the community. Although the market of firearms remains modest in size in most parts of the world, with certain exceptions. The weapons trafficked are intended for either personal use by the criminal gangs or to meet specific orders by other organised crime groups. However, firearms trafficking is almost exclusively a supplementary rather than a primary source of income for the small number of organised criminal groups involved. Human trafficking and modern slavery. Organised immigration crime. Organised immigration crime covers both the smuggling of willing people to illegally facilitate their entry into another country and human trafficking, which generally relates to the exploitation of irregular migrants. Human trafficking is often, but not always, connected to modern slavery or labour exploitation. It is also worth highlighting that the majority of illegal migrants will rely on the services of organised crime groups at some point in their journey, from their home country to their final destination. Money laundering. A significant proportion of serious and organised crime is aimed directly or indirectly at making money. Criminal proceeds are reinvested into further illicit enterprises to fund a lavish lifestyle or accumulate wealth and assets. That's why it's important for local authorities to work in cooperation with governments and communities to dismantle organised crime groups, as any profits made are made via illicit activities or for the use in illicit activities. Child exploitation. The exploitation of children or minors is a matter of great public concern for most countries around the world. This has always been the case, but particularly at present, due to a number of high-profile cases that have caused heightened public concern. It is vital that more cases of children going missing or being exploited are brought to the attention of the media, and for countries to put more pressure on politicians to do more in relation to local laws and subsequently leading to more arrests within the organised criminal groups. Cybercrime. Cybercrime is the fast-moving and challenging threat. Figures nowadays suggest that about 84% of all identity fraud around the world are committed via the internet. The increase is due to the steady increase of internet users around the world. The growth of the internet and increasing use of social media and technological communications has seen significant changes in the way that society now operates. However, crimes committed through the use of the internet and communications technology remove the traditional constraints of time and place for criminals, meaning a criminal based in one continent could target a victim or multiple victims in a variety of locations or countries, with the crime being executed through the use of a computer or even mobile devices. Counterfeit currency. Organised criminals involved in currency counterfeiting often come together to operate as linked networks across the same country or cross borders. While organised crime groups may produce their own unique fake banknotes or distribute counterfeits from other groups, it is the circulating of fake notes which is a high-risk task to perform, as it's performed in large batches are broken down for distribution across the country. The introduction of fake notes into society is normally performed by street-level criminals. It is likely that the introduction of polymer notes in more and more countries around the world will help to reduce the ability of organised crime groups to mass-produce counterfeits. What is the environmental impact of organised crime? Believe it or not, organised crime also has a big impact on the environment. The growing of illicit drugs, according to the 2022 World Drug Report, can have local, community or individual level impacts on the environment. Key findings on such report found that the carbon footprint of an indoor cannabis farm is between 16 to 100 times more than an outdoor cannabis farm, and that the footprint of 1 kilogram of cocaine is 30 times greater than that of a cacao bean. Other environmental impacts include substantial deforestation associated with illicit coca cultivation, waste generated during the synthetic drug manufacture that can be 5 to 30 times the volume of the end of the product, and the dumping of waste which can affect soil, water and air directly, as well as organisms, animals and the food chain indirectly. Well, there you have it. What is organised crime and the impact it has on our society? Please tell us in the comments section what other impacts organised crime are having on our society and what else can be done to protect ourselves. Now for the special announcement mentioned at the start of the video. We have now launched our very own courses for you to take a more in-depth look at a variety of subjects, such as Introduction to AML, Beneficial Ownership, and Customer Risk Rating, for example. So make sure you visit our website for further details, and let us help you connect the dots in KYC. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more amazing videos.